Hi guys, so it is Friday. Woohoo! You guys made it. Working hard. Congratulations, you almost made it to the weekend. So if you're watching me today, then you're going to be working on writing with Miss Acton, okay? So today is September 18th, 2020, and it's Friday. And so we have our date right here. So let's take a look at that. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. One more time. No way. All right, so Miss Acton wrote her date correct. So good job, Miss Acton. You did it. Always in the way. All right, so the learning that we're going to be doing today, which you're going to be able to say when you're doing your classwork that you're about to do for writing, is I will produce a sentence with a geographical name written correctly. Oh my goodness. So you guys know what produce means. I've been telling you all week long. Produce is just a fancy word for make. So I will make a sentence. You guys have been doing that since you were in first grade. Some of you guys since you were in kindergarten. You're going to produce or make a sentence, and your sentence is going to have a geographical name in it. What in the what is she talking about? That's a big word, but I got to teach it to you. So, geographical name is just a fancy way of saying somewhere that you go and visit, somewhere on Earth, somewhere, anywhere that has a name that's on Earth. So I kind of give you an example that you might understand a little better, and that's the state of Kentucky. So this is Kentucky. All this white that's outlined looks like a long foot almost. And then we have a plateau, which is a kind of mountain that's got the top chopped off. There's a river, there's lakes like Lake Barkley, there's Cumberland Lake. There's also cities like Lexington, that's where all the horses are that race. Louisville, I think I know some friends that live in Louisville. Um, Owensboro's another big city. So there's a lot of different places in the state of Kentucky that you can go and visit that are found on a map, and those are a geographical name. And then written correctly just means that you put a capital letter at the beginning, your punctuation is in at the end, and your sentence is written with proper nouns that are capitalized. So let's practice geographical names a little bit more just because it is such a big word and it can be scary. So Miss Acton has a little activity that we can do together to kind of help you. So this model that I'm about to show you is called a Freyer model. And what it is just a way to practice vocabulary. Vocabulary is new words you don't know. So geographical name, I'm gonna make a crazy guess and say that most of you guys do not know what it is, and most of you guys haven't heard it before. So geographical name is kind of what's in the background here. It's names, actual names of places that you can go visit, like mountains, beaches, deserts, cities, states, countries, um, any people's houses are even considered geographical names because you can find them on a map. Um, so basically, a geographical name, the meaning, the definition is the name of a place, and normally you can find it on a map. So down here in this box, it tells you, I want you to draw it. So I want you to draw the meaning. So I know that you guys can't really tell me what to draw, so I'm just going to kind of guess. So I'm going to grab my pen up here, and I'm going to start with black. So I'm thinking that, okay, if it's somewhere that you go visit, somewhere on the map, if you're probably writing about it, that probably means that you either want to go there or you've been there. So let's pretend like we're going on a road trip to some geographical name of something. So let's draw a car, and don't you dare laugh at my drawing. That is not nice. Don't you dare laugh at how amazing Miss Acton's drawing is about to be. So we've got a car, and cars drive on roads. Let's give it a little road that it can drive on. Roads have lines in the middle to show one side belongs to one car and one side belongs to another. And where is our car going? It needs to go to a place, like a geographical name. So anything that you would find on a map. How about some mountains? Let's get some mountains going up here. Big mountain right there. All right, that's pretty good. Let's do a lake somewhere in here. Or a lake. Lakes aren't like usually perfect circles. Usually they're like a crazy ovally design. Ooh, I got some blue up here. Let's grab some blue and draw some waves to show that it's blue. So looking at my picture right now, you're thinking, okay, geographical name means somewhere that you drive, like a mountain or a lake, which is a pretty good definition. But I really want us to understand and really want us to see in this drawing that it's a proper noun, so it needs to have the beginning of the word capitalized, right? Capitalized. So let's do something silly. I'm gonna grab a post-it note and let's name our lake. Let's do um Laughing Lake. Be a good name. And let's make the sign blue because water's blue. So we got Laughing Lake. See if we can make it a little bit smaller. So we're gonna pretend this car's driving along and they're like, oh, we see the sign for Laughing Lake. Let's stop and visit. So now we need to draw a little stick in the ground, show it's a sign in the road. Draw some grass underneath of it. And let's erase some of these lines right here. That way I can see the lake a little better. Woohoo! So Laughing Lake. So our sign shows Laughing Lake, or pretend lake, but let's say that it was a real lake that you could go visit on a map. And there might be a lake somewhere in the world named Laughing Lake. You never know. So since it's an actual lake, we need to capitalize it, all right? Let's name our mountains. I'm gonna grab a post-it note. How about, I feel like my nieces say this a lot. Don't make fun of me. This is what the cool kids are doing now. About Yeet Mountain. I hear my nieces say that all the time. And let's make that one green because mountains sometimes have grass on them. Yeet Mountain. Mountain I would like to go visit. So let's put that sign a little bit further up the road. So as this family's driving on their nice little family road trip, they can see this sign right here. And we'll say, Yeet Mountain is that way. So Yeet Mountain, because it's the name of an actual mountain that's make-believe in our story, but we're pretending, it needs to be capitalized because it's a proper noun, because it's a name of somewhere that you can find on a map, and it's the name of a place that you can go to. Okay, so think about like vacation trips. I'm getting in the car and driving somewhere. Okay, so I like our drawing. So next it says use it in a sentence. So I'm gonna grab another post-it note. Let's add some yellow to what we got going on. So how could we use geographical name in a sentence? So you could say the geographical name of a, so we did a lake and a mountain. Let's think of another thing that you can like go visit that's like in nature. Ooh, a river would be good, yeah. Think of what's something really dry and has a lot of sand. Ooh, a desert. I know a name of a desert. Deserts aren't really around us, so it's kind of hard to think of one, but I know one, Sahara. Desert that has a lot of animals in it that we know, like lions and elephants. The geographical name of a desert is the Sahara Desert. And so when we say Sahara Desert, we need to capitalize Sahara Desert because it's an actual name of the desert. So there's our sentence that we have in there. Great job, guys. And if you're at home and you're like, Miss Acton's was lame. I don't like Eat Mountain. That word's goofy and everybody's using it now. If you don't like that, you can get a piece of paper and draw 4 boxes, write geographical name in the word, copy Miss Acton's meaning and name, and draw your own picture to show what geographical name means to you and create your own sentence at home. So you're more than welcome to do that. All right, so let's get back to our PowerPoint. So I showed you what geographical name is. Let's look at some more examples. So what is a geographical name? So it's a place you can go. that you can drive to, fly to, ride a boat to. It's a lot of times places that people go on vacation, or schools take kids to field trips to go see. Gowring Farms, where we a lot of times go and pick pumpkins during right around this time right now when fall starts and Halloween's getting close. Gowring Farms, you can find it on a map. It's a big farm that's got crops and things that are growing in the ground. That's technically a geographical name of a place. And just anywhere that you would travel. I have a tickle in my throat. If I'm coughing during this whole video, I'm so sorry. I promise I'm going to try to stop. Ugh, I don't like that feeling. All right, so noun or proper noun. So here is your regular noun, just a park, not a special park. It could be any park in the entire world. There's millions of them, but this one is a special park, community park. And it's capitalized, the park and the community part, to show you it's the actual name of a park. And if you looked it up on a map, you could find it. And if you go to it, you can find it. Okay. And then next we have a state. A state can mean any of them. There's 50 of them in the United States. You could pick any of them. If I said I'm going to that state, oh my gosh, you got 50 choices to choose from. But when you say I'm going to Kentucky, that's the name of an actual state, so you got to give it the love and respect it deserves by capitalizing that K at the beginning. And I love this picture because it shows us the Ohio River, which is a a geographical name that we can go visit. And then also I see Cumberland Plateau, which is what I told you is a mountain that's got like the top chopped off, so it's flat on top. We've got Mammoth Cave. A cave is a place that you can go visit and drive to, so it is a geographical name. We've got Cumberland River, which goes into Cumberland Lake. There's all kinds of good stuff on this map that shows you examples of geographical names, and they're all capitalized. Ooh, Indiana. That's where Miss Acton lives at. Indiana is capitalized because it is a place you can visit, a place you can drive to, a place you can find on a map. So it's a proper noun. You need to capitalize that I at the beginning of it. All right, so here's some more examples. So just mountain. Ooh, and mountain should not be capitalized. No, no, Miss Acton. If you just say I'm going to the mountain, it should not be capitalized. No, no, Miss Acton. You messed up. Way to go. But if you're talking about a specific mountain that you go to visit, like Mount Everest, which is the biggest mountain in the world, look at that bad boy. He's huge. It's so high up in the air that there's snow on the top of it while there's just grass on the bottom. So it's like it's in a completely different area of the world. That's how high it is. So you would capitalize Mount Everest because it's the name of a special, specific ocean or mountain. Next, we have lake or beach. So if you say I'm going to the beach, beach would not be capitalized. I'm going to the lake to go swimming. Lake would not be capitalized. But if you say a specific beach or specific lake, like Lake Superior, which is one of the biggest lakes in the world, and it's in Michigan, which is a state in the United States. If you're putting Lake Superior into your writing, you would capitalize that L and the S to show that that lake is a special, specific lake, and it needs the love and respect that it deserves. Now, I know that it's all caps here, but that's just because a sign makes it all caps. That way people can see it. So if they're trying to go to Lake Superior, they can see that sign and they know, oh, it's right here. I need to stop and look or swim in it, whatever it is they want to do. But when you are doing it in your writing, or anyone puts Lake Superior in their writing, for it to be written correctly, it needs to have the L capitalized and the S capitalized, and that is it. Show it that respect it deserves. And lake does not need to be capitalized either. That's a no-no, Miss Acton. You need to go back and fix that. All right, next we've got desert. And this is actually a picture of the Mojave Desert, I think is what the name of it was. So when I write the desert is a hot place, you would not capitalize desert because you're not talking about a special desert. But if you say the Mojave Desert is hot, then you would capitalize Mojave and desert in there. And then last we have city. And this is just a sign that tells you Daytona, Dayton, Lexington, and Tampa, which are all different cities in the United States. And these numbers next to it just tell you how many miles it's away. So Tampa, wherever this sign is at, Tampa is very far away, very far away. So these are just types of cities that you could go visit. You can look them up on a map and you can drive and go visit to them. So that makes them a geographical name, and they need to be capitalized. And this sign did a really good job of that. Good job, road sign. Good job. All right, so I have some sentences that start off with just a regular noun, and then we change them to have a proper noun in them. So you can see how you can switch them both out. I asked Haley if she lived in a country. So all kinds of countries all over Earth, our globe. Let's see where a specific country is, and I bet it's going to be capitalized. I asked Haley if she lived in Mexico. Mexico. Mexico is a special, specific country. It's not just the word country, it's its own special country, so it needs the respect and love it deserves. So you capitalize the M at the beginning. And my friend Haley, she's a new friend in my class. She is from Mexico. She's from Mexico. Her family is. I don't know if she lived there or not, though. I'm going to ask her that and see if I can get back to you guys on that. All right, so next is Killian. So let's see what Killian's got going on. Killian went to the beach on vacation. Oh, lucky, lucky Killian. So did it say what beach he went to? No. It didn't tell us a specific special beach. It just told us he went to the beach. There's millions of beaches all around the world that you can drive to and find on a map. But because it didn't tell us a specific beach, beach cannot be capitalized. But if you say a specific beach, Killian went to Daytona Beach on vacation, then you capitalize it. So hopefully you notice how these sentences can change and how if you just have a normal regular noun, it's not special, you don't capitalize it. But if it is special because it's a specific actual name of a country or a beach or an ocean, a mountain, a lake, a river, a city, a country, a state, needs to be capitalized. All right, so we are going to move on to where we're going to notice some things and some sentences that Miss Acton has ready for you. So first, let's define what notice is. Most of you guys have this down pat, but for some of my friends that have not watched the videos yet this week, we're still going to practice it. And it won't hurt you to practice it again, even if you know it. So when you notice it, you see things. Sometimes they're good things, but sometimes they're bad things. When you look at something, you immediately say, oh, that's good. That's not good. So in this picture, there's some good things and bad things. And in the sentences that I'm about to show you, there's some good things, but there's also some bad things in them. So a good thing is it's lunchtime in this picture. So we got two boys that are sitting down enjoying their lunch, and we've got another little boy that's on his way to eating his lunch too. So lunchtime's fun. Oh, but a bad thing. One boy looks scared. Oh, it's definitely not these two boys. They look happy. This guy looks scared though, like he doesn't want to come through the door yet. He's not ready. I wonder what's keeping him behind. Oh, another not so good thing. No one is waving to the boy in the door. So these two guys are waving like back behind me, like someone over there. They're not waving to this little boy for him to come sit with them, and that's sad. Um, I feel bad for him. Oh, but a good thing that we see. Oh man, I was trying to get that thing out of the way like I could. So a good thing that we see, and I know what it says right there. Hopefully it'll go. Oh, there it goes. Is that this boy right here has a cookie? That's a good thing. Cookies are awesome. Who doesn't want a cookie? So one good thing in this picture is a cookie. So two things that are good, two things that are bad. So let's go to our sentences and see what we notice about or sentences that are good and bad. So let's jam. Let's go to our Jamboard and jam. Let's go to our Jamboard and jam. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Dang it, guys. I better not be getting sick. Better not. All right, so I have two sentences pulled up that we worked on yesterday. And these are actually the stuff that my friend said, not the stuff that we talked about in the video from yesterday. So at the beginning, the first letter is capitalized. And Miss Acton noticed that. Miss Acton also noticed that there's a period at the end. So two really good things. Cameron noticed that there has the word had. So he sees the word had in here. So that is a noticing. He noticed it. And then my friend Kaden noticed that the word Hanukkah, I'm not getting sick, y'all. I'm not. I'm not getting sick. Yeah, okay, my friend Kaden noticed that our word Hanukkah, which is a holiday that people that are Jewish celebrate, is not capitalized. So it needs to be to show the respect and love that it deserves. So three good things, but one thing that was bad about this sentence. So Miss Action, you need to go fix this, okay? All right, next one was our one about Dr. Natsis. So my friends noticed a ton of stuff. Some of the stuff had nothing to do with the sentence, but I ended up taking a picture of this and sending it to Dr. Natsis and sharing how we we're talking about her in a sentence. So, but one thing that they did notice was that Target needs to be capitalized. Dragon, my friend Dragon noticed that. So right here, Target is a place that you go and visit, so you need to capitalize it. Um, Doctor needs to be capitalized because it's her name and it's at the beginning of the sentence. Cameron said that. So doctor for two reasons, because it's Dr. Natsis's name, so we need to give her the love and respect that she deserves, and it's the beginning of her sentence, so it needs to be capitalized. So two reasons why that needs to be capitalized. Great job, Cameron. Christmas needs to be capitalized. My friend Haley noticed that. So down here, Christmas is not capitalized, and it is a holiday, so it needs to be capitalized to show the love and respect it deserves. Next, Dr. Natsis is in our sentence. So my friend Sheridan noticed, hey, Dr. Natsis is in our sentence. That's awesome. So she noticed that. My friend Armani said Dr. Natsis is smart. And I asked him how he knew that, and he said because she's a doctor and doctors are smart. And I said you are absolutely right. And then Rahaf told us that Dr. Natsis is a nice principal, and she's absolutely right. And then Masla noticed something bad about this sentence. He said Masla said we need a period at the end, and he's absolutely right. We got to have that ending punctuation at the end of our sentences. Those Every sentence that you ever write for the rest of your life needs to have that. Oh, and then there's our sprayer model that we worked on. Oh, who did that drawing? It's amazing. Who did that? Probably some girl that's got a cough right now. All right, so here's a new sentence. So I want you to guys to speak up some things that you notice, some things that you see. So let's hear the first one. I can't hear you. Speak up. I can't hear you. Speak up. Shh, too loud. All right, so first thing that they said they noticed was the beginning of our sentence is capitalized. Perfect. Perfect. So that is a good thing that we noticed. Don't do red. That's a good thing that we noticed. All right, what's something else that you noticed? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Speak up. It's too loud. Shh, get quiet. All right, so somebody told me there is a person's name in here, and his name is Caden. Come on. And his name is Caden, and his name is capitalized because he's a person, he's special, he's important, and we need to show him the love and respect that he deserves by capitalizing the beginning of his name. Yeah. Great job, guys. We notice as the days have gone on, you guys have gotten better at noticing the things that need to be capitalized. Something else that you notice. Oh, thank you for not yelling this time. There is a period at the end. What's another thing that we could say besides period? There is a punctuation at the end. Oh, what a big word. So instead of saying there's a period at the end, you could also say there is a punctuation mark at the end. All right, grab my pen. Woohoo. All right, what's some other things that we notice? I want to do a pink post-it note. Somebody give me something that's worthy of a pink post-it note. Oh, I like that one. Yeah. Oh, sorry, head scratch. Indiana is capitalized. You know why I like that one? Because Miss Acton lives in Indiana. I live right across the river. I love living in Indiana, though. Oh, whoa, whoa. Stay. I love living in Indiana, but I do love Louisville very much. If I ever sold my house and moved somewhere else, I would move to Louisville for sure. All right, so good stuff in here. So we noticed the period at the end. We noticed the Indiana. I want to point some other things out. We got a fancy little symbol right here. That's called a apostrophe, and that shows that Caden owns something. He has something, and that is a family. So Caden's family. So it shows that family belongs to him. But that's something that we're going to learn later on in the year. So be patient with that. And then also the A in Miss Acton is capitalized because her name is not just Miss. Her name is Miss Acton. So we have to show both of those names because they both belong to her, the respect they deserve, and capitalize both of them. Great job, guys. All right, so we got one more sentence. All right, let Miss Acton read it to you first. We've got another celebrity. So instead of Dr. Natsis today, we've got Miss Jessie, our assistant principal. Miss Jessie drove from Kentucky to Florida on New Year's Eve to go Daytona Beach. Miss Acton did not type that right. But good news, I can change it with you guys on here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Arrow. All right, Miss Jessie drove from Kentucky to Florida on New Year's Eve to go to Daytona Beach. I'm gonna read that again to make sure it makes sense. Miss Jessie drove from Kentucky to Florida on New Year's Eve to go to Daytona Beach. It looks good now. All right, I'm gonna move it down just a teeny tiny bit. All right, tell me something you notice. Cover it up. Tell me something you notice. That should be the first thing you notice in every single sentence that you do. Let's grab an orange one. The beginning, too many ends. Beginning of our sentence is capitalized. Good. And we could also use a different post-it note and say, instead of saying the beginning of our sentence is capitalized, we could say that Miss Jessie is somebody's name, and so we have to capitalize it too. Miss Jessie, her name's just not Miss. Her name is not just Jessie. Her name is Miss Jessie. So the M and the J need to be capitalized to show the love and respect that she deserves. All right, especially in our writing. So good job with that beginning part. Tell me something else that you notice. What? I can't hear you. Say it again. Still nothing. Let me. Oh, you didn't have to yell at me. Goodness gracious. I mean, I'll put it in there, but don't yell at me like that. All right, so Florida needs to be capitalized. Why does Florida need to be capitalized? Right. Because, because it is a place on a map that you can go visit. Absolutely. Ooh, this might be my favorite post-it note out of all the post-it notes we've done tonight on this video. Well, I guess it'll be today for you guys. You guys are watching it today. Oh, red. Can't mess that up. Florida. Poor Florida. We did not give Florida the respect it deserves by capitalizing it. We need to show it the love that it deserves by making that F capitalized. Good. So Florida's in here, but there's another state that's in here too. What is it? Right, Kentucky. So Kentucky's in here too. Is it capitalized at the beginning? It sure is. So Kentucky looks great. So we can do post-it note for that. I'm feeling pink. I'm feeling pink. Kentucky looks great. You want me to put Kentucky looks yeet? It looks yeet. Am I using that right? Kentucky looks yeet. Yeah, I like it. So let's put that baby down here. Grab our pen. We're going to weasel our way up between go and to and point to Kentucky. Kentucky looks fantastic in this sentence. All right. So Miss Jessie drove from Kentucky to Florida with capital F on New Year's Eve to go to Daytona Beach. Tell me something else that you notice. I'll give you a hint. It's a holiday. You stay up late to celebrate it. New Year's Eve is capitalized. Why do we have to capitalize New Year's Eve? Right, yeah. It is a holiday, and holidays are special. Holidays are awesome. Holidays are important. We need to show them how special, awesome, and great they are by capitalizing the first letter of all of the words in it. Oh, whoa, that arrow was terrible. Let's redo that one. You can do better than that, Miss Acton. Come on. So we have to show it the love and respect it deserves by capitalizing all the letters in it. Great job, guys. There's two more things. I mean, really three. Two more things that we need to notice. You can't find it. What? You wake up. I'll help. So something belongs at the end of a sentence. Every sentence that you ever write. Yes, good. There is a period at the end of the sentence. Good job, guys. Every sentence that you make for the rest of your life, and even when you're 100 years old and you got gray hairs and your face is all wrinkly and you talk like this and you got a cane, you put a period at the end of your sentence or any kind of punctuation at the end of your sentence forever and ever. All right, there's one more thing. Let's see if you know it. Can't hear you. Speak up. A little louder. I didn't get that. A little louder, yeah. Oh, God. Calm down. So loud. I heard you that time. Daytona Beach. That is a place that you find on a map that you can go visit, that you can go on vacation, you can travel. I mean, you could even go on a field trip to it if you wanted to. We have to show it the love and the respect that it deserves by capitalizing the D in Daytona and the B in beach. Needs to be capitalized. I still have trouble typing that word. Big word. So Daytona Beach needs to be capitalized. So all of these good things that we noticed, we're going to keep. All of these bad things that we noticed, we would fix. And then we would have us a pretty darn good sentence, guys. All right. So your job today in your classwork is to tell me some words that are capitalized the correct way, written the correct way. Then you're going to look at some sentences and you're going to notice. So you're going to see, notice things that look good and bad in them, and you're going to pick the only one. There's only one in each question that looks good, so you're going to choose it. And then at the very end, you're going to create your own sentence, and it needs to have a geographical name in it. So it needs to have a name of a place that you can go and visit, whether it's a beach, an ocean, anything like that. Be creative. And if you can't think of anything, if you go to Google, so see how Miss Acton opened up another tab. Since you have a Chromebook, it should take you right to Google and type in geograph, type it right, geographical names in Kentucky. I'm in the way. This is place names of Pike County, Kentucky. Keeps talking about this Robert M. Rennick. So sometimes our Google searches aren't very good. Lost cities, list of cities in Kentucky. That's perfect. Because a city is a geographical name. It's a place you can find on a map and it's a place that you can go see. Now, you all know a city because you live in it that's in Kentucky. So you could just use Louisville if you wanted. But if you wanted to get silly and get crazy, oh, we've got Bowling Green, Owensboro. Owensboro's famous for their barbecue, like barbecue ribs and pulled pork and stuff like that. Oh, there's our beautiful city, Louisville. We got Lexington. That's where all the horses live at. They do all the horse racing. So there's some cities right there. Let's see if we can find some other things in here. So again, when you're creating that sentence, if it's like, I can't think of anything, if you really like oceans because you like sharks, names of oceans. You can go visit oceans. You can't really drive On an ocean, you can drive to an ocean, but if you want to go to the middle of the ocean, you got to get on a boat. Oh, and it gives me some images. So look, we got the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Indian Ocean. Ooh, let's click on this image right here. I like that one. I like the colors. Oh, and it shows us a map where they're at. So you could even see the ones that you could go visit because you live in the United States. Oh, I didn't click on that one. Google, come on. I'm in the way again. So yeah, so North America is where we live. So look, we're touching the Atlantic Ocean. So you could drive to the Atlantic Ocean and get into it on the beach, or you can get to the side of North America, hop in a boat and go drive your boat to the middle of it and be in the Atlantic Ocean. So be creative and get onto Google and see what you can find to pick for your geographical name that you're going to put in your sentence. Just make sure you give it the love and the respect that it deserves because it is a name of an actual place that you can go and visit that is on a map. So you have to capitalize that first letter of it, okay? All right, guys, have fun, be creative. Try to make me a sentence that I'm going to enjoy reading, that your teachers will enjoy reading. So be creative with it, okay? All right, see you guys. Have a good weekend if I don't see you before then. Of course. Waste.